The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Kevin Hinks, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you got the Dow up by 216. Nasdaq's up 12.5. S&Ps are up 16. Gold is up $9, 11.14. Silver's up 18 cents. Bonds, the 10 is flat at 128. 30's up 2 ticks, 159. King dollar is down 61 ticks at 99.34. And we have action. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy.
Morning,
Good to talk
Kevin.
to you guys.
Good morning.
I'm telling you, man. And, you know, Kevin, folks, does an amazing show each and every day right here at 12 o'clock, swim lessons. And, you know, talk about volatility in spades. You know, it's pretty amazing that the Shanghai could be down 6.5% last night. Nikkei's off 2 3/4. And I'm looking at the markets. I'm saying, you know, even at the middle, at 3 o'clock in the morning, folks, the futures were only down 10. It was like, wow, man, there's going to be some divergence happening.
I happened to see those Asian numbers before I even saw the Dow, and I was like, oh, man, what's the market going to... And then it was like, S&P was like +6 or something. I was like, oh.
Well, we've been following them for so long that we're just surprised that we're not, right?
Oh, big time. I don't know.
Right.
There's no doubt. And, you know, the divergence, you know, for traders are great, right? I mean, you know, when I looked at it, I says, oh, man, you talk about twisted. I mean, it's perfect, though. I mean, because we got a lot of numbers coming out. There's going to be enough. I mean,
yes.
You know, after the close out here today, Apple, you know, is going to...
Big day today.
That's a big one. It's a big one, you know.
It's all about, you know, once it gets into lunchtime, the second half of the day, it's going to be all about Apple. All the chatter's going to be about Apple's earnings.
Right. And, you know, when you guys do this show, you know, I said this to you before, setting up the trade, I know you were talking about, I think you were setting up spreads before. It's really crucial to sit there and wait for a couple hours before the numbers coming out, right?
We talk whenever you talk about earnings season and earnings plays, the first thing we talk about is timing.
Yeah.
Because volatilities are moving, and volatilities are expanding because of the supply and demand of options.
Okay.
So the timing, if you're going to be someone who, you know, plays earnings plays, and we do them a lot during this, you know, the next 40 days or so. We do them just about every day. You really got to be set with your timing to get the best possible price, because, you know, if something may be a winner.
Yes.
But if you do it early and it goes way past, you know, you needed to come back down just to get some of your money back.
Yeah, it's crucial.
So we really want you to wait. You know, timing is a big part of trading earnings plays.
Yeah. And, you know, what's so cool is that with the markets had volatility, and, of course, individual equities, I mean, on earnings plays, they get volatility quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can just see, if you go on the Thinkorswim page and look at the volatilities for the event, you know, for the week of the event.
Right.
You know, Apple's volatility right now, Apple's volatility is extremely high. It's looking at about a $5.38 move as it is right now. We're not done yet.
Yeah, right.
You know, we still got a whole trading day to go, and it's looking at over a $5.30 move.
And there's going to be a lot of trades on Apple because, you know, even, I mean, I'm bearish on Apple, but when I'm looking at Apple right now, it looks to me like Apple's going to go up after the close because it already came down to the August 24th level. Do you know what I mean? It's already got smoked. It went from 120 to 90. Yeah. You know, it's like, okay, hold it, man. This could be a nice pop, man. You know what I mean?
You've got a lot of factors going in Apple. Yeah. And remember, when I say it's looking at a $5.30 move, that's up or down.
Oh, no, yeah, and I recognize that.
That almost makes sense, too, because a $2 to $3 move would be like, wow, that was tame, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Right.
So that's in the realm.
And that's what you're playing. Sometimes when you play earnings, if you're not playing a directional play, you're just playing the fact that volatility is going to come back into line, right?
Yes.
Mean reversion of the volatility.
Yes.
Which is absolutely huge, folks, okay? You know, I know we've got a couple callers that have called into our show, Kevin, and they're really enjoying your show, and they're really learning a lot, which is really cool, man, because, you know, we all know, well, if you've traded options long enough, you can be right on the direction, and if you're wrong on the premium that you just paid.
A few different factors, right? Timing, premium.
Well, you know, you basically get toasted. You know what I mean?
And that's always frustrating.
The great thing about options is you can make a directional play, but a lot of people make money off non-directional plays.
Yes. Yeah,
you know, they play theta, daily decay, and they play volatility, mean reversion, and volatility. I mean, you talk to a intermediate to advanced option trader, and they don't talk about, oh, I'm long Apple or I'm short Apple. They say I'm long volatility or I'm short volatility,
which is really cool. I do too. No, listen, I've learned so much myself. It's so well. And what happens, folks, is this: is that when you're listening, what I would suggest is this: you take one term at a time and get that down pat. Because you guys talk about enough of the terms as you go through the weeks. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Get one down pat, then go to the next one, get that down pat.
Because there are so many. I know, it is. Yeah.
I wish they could have named them easier names. Like, you know, when I was an altar boy, I used to know Latin. I don't know it anymore. You know what I mean?
We should hand out a glossary.
I'm telling you.
For sure, man.
Yeah. And then some people come along and they make up their own as they go along. There's all new names, and I'm like, what the heck is that?
Yeah, no doubt, Mo, no doubt. Well, listen, I'm sure you're going to have a great show today. You
guys talking about Apple earnings? What are you?
We're going to talk about vertical spreads, iron condors, which is the basic for that non-directional play, and all things Apple's earnings.
Fantastic.
You're going to know more than Tim Cook by the end of the show.
Noontime right here, baby. Kevin, you have a great one, a safe one. We look forward to the show.
Have a great day, guys.
Okay. Dow's up 212, Nasdaq's up 17, S&P's are up 17. We're going to be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 235. You get the Nasdaq up 23. S&Ps are up 20. And as you said, Tom was just telling me, as he said to Kevin, he was waking up, look at the Shanghai, like, and I did the same thing.
That was the first thing that scrolled across. I think I had some
depends
web
what's
page
scrolling.
up.
I know.
And I said, oh man, I wonder what the market's going to be at. Yeah. But it was
I want to bring up the Shanghai first right now because
they're startling numbers, and it wasn't just the Shanghai.
No.
Because that's what I was like. No. Oh man, in the Hang Seng too.
The Shenzhen, was down 7.1%.
I just saw the Hang Seng, and that was like, oh man, this is really legit. That if that's down almost 3%, along with everything else.
Exactly. So we bring this back. Let me just see what we got here.
Because sometimes the Shanghai can be a little bit of an outlier.
Yes. No,
you know,
no
even
doubt.
in Asia.
There's no doubt. So we're at 2749. This is going to be pretty cool, man. So going all the way back to where this broke out from November of 2011, would be 2495. That's what I might want to do, because what it's done, folks, this is going to get interesting, because what Shanghai's done is
so just to put it, so we're at about 2750, and that was like 2490.
Yes.
So about 260 points from where we're at.
Yeah.
Just to.
Right.
Yes.
And now check this out. This is what's pretty cool. In August, when markets crashed across the world, this come down with 199 billion shares on a weekly basis, right? Okay. When it broke it only did 108 billion. Okay. And then this month we've done 36 billion.
Yeah, like nothing.
And then you're coming into, so check this out, you're coming into 184 billion. Sure. So this is going to be a real tradable deal here.
Looking for some nice support there?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go to a caller.
Let's go to Kevin in Orlando. Hey, Kevin, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how's it going today?
Going good, man. You having a good day out there?
Having a great day. Just love these volatile markets. They, as you said, they're fun to trade.
No doubt, man. So
are we finally getting a bid today on Gold Corp?
I'd be careful, man. Gold Corp.
I know, that's what I keep. I know from a technical standpoint, you talk about it all the time, how there's something wrong with it, why it can't get off its 52-week lows, and I've been keeping an eye on it, and I don't want to jump in too soon.
Yeah, I'd wait. So Gold Corp, folks, up 42 cents today, which is a nice pop. It's outside of its range. In the range we're talking about, let me bring this back a bit. So we had a consolidation, and the bottom of that consolidation is 1235. I'd wait for it to get back inside it. I'd make it I'd make it do some work.
All right.
Now this is where the amazing part about technical analysis versus fundamental analysis. I know these gold companies fundamentally too, folks, okay? And it blows my mind with Gold Corp, because I know the mine is great, right? I know the Canadian dollar is weak, but guess what, man? There's something wrong. It's like, it's just something wrong. So it's like, there's easier ones out there that are moving, and, they haven't got killed like that. So there's something that's laying inside Gold Corp. That's what it looks like, man.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I figured. I doubt, it's tempting, but we'll just keep an eye on it.
It is tempting because of the name, right? I mean, that's because you've been in this market a long time. That's what's tempting about it. But that's the only thing that's tempting about it.
It's an $8 billion company, too, I think.
Yeah. It's a big company, man. So. It's a big company. Yeah.
Cooking, brother. I appreciate you guys, man.
Have a great one, Kevin. Man. Have a safe one.
All right, guys.
Let's go to Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
How you doing today, Tom and Tommy?
We're doing great, man. How are you?
Good. I'm great.
How's Dallas?
Just wanted to ask you what your thoughts were on trading the NADEX for the Apple earnings.
Well, what would happen, and this is where, when we were on with Darryl yesterday, too, unfortunately, what happens with Apple, and this is that they don't come out with their numbers until 4:30. So what happens, the difference between an Apple trade on the NADEX platform versus a Google trade on the Nadex platform, which Darryl has got really nice a few times,
Yes.
is that Google mic comes out at like a split second after 4 o'clock. So you can get the juice from 4 to 4:15. And with Apple, you can't.
Yeah.
You know
Just
what I mean?
You're talking about most of the daily spreads, everything expires at 4:15.
Exactly.
And so Apple announces at 4:30.
At 4:30.
I mean, the only way, if you're really looking at it, Mike, you could do like a weekly binary or something like that's in play. But
Okay.
But with them coming out at 4:30, you're
kind of stuck.
Yeah. You kind of are outside of those weekly. That doesn't mean you can't.
You can't do it, but that's a real gamble. You know.
Yeah, it depends what side. You know, there's going to be a lot of premium in those. So if you're going to be purchasing them, you need big moves to make up for it. But the other way is that you could always be absorbing that premium, as in you could, be in the money, or and somebody else is paying for the premium.
Well, this is a great question too, because you know what? I wonder how many people actually don't know, and that will go in for a play like that. You see what I'm saying? Thinking that Apple will come out before 4:15. You know,
exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
Which
you don't know what after the bell exactly means. You could think, especially if you've seen Google do the same thing, where it moves the Nasdaq tremendously.
Right.
Or it could even come out early.
Anything's possible. That's what. Hey.
Where I would go is that the aspect that because the Nadex in itself is new. Okay, basically, a couple years, it's still new. And, you know, and Google has moved it that much, and, you know, anyone that's traded knows that there's that much movement.
Right.
It would be more so that, oh, hold it, no, there's going to be action here. You know? So,
and there still could be a lot of action. You know, there could be a lot of action just ahead of the earnings, which always happens.
Right.
There'll be more action than there usually is today. Let's put it that way. You know.
Yeah.
So,
well, thank you all very much, and good luck on your trading.
You too.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Yeah, everything's catching a bid out here today. I mean, we haven't been this green for a long time.
Stay on that. So I was looking at this earlier. Look at that. Everything is green except for
Apple.
Apple. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah, and you know the euro and
life has changed there.
Isn't that crazy? I saw that right before that call, and I was like, "What's the only thing negative is Apple?" Pretty unreal.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It really is. Let's go into the Dow first and see what we have moving inside the Dow. So inside the Dow, there's only two stocks that are negative: United Health and Apple. 3M is the mover. That's up 5%, $6.83. Procter & Gamble's up 3, $2.48. Chevron's up 3%, $2.45, and Johnson & Johnson is up 3% at $2.84. Inside the NDX 100. You got, look at these. Okay, so you got Western Digital is up 6% at 269. Now, if we just look at this, I think this was the leader on the way down yesterday. Yeah. So this is just a dead cat bounce. This has been a disaster. It's gone from $85 down to $42. Okay.
They announce or something? They may have to be
let's see.
Be up almost 7%.
Likely to...
something.
You know, it's probably just...
There's some SanDisk deal.
Okay. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 240. Nasdaq's up 24. S&Ps are up 20. Gold is up 950. Gold is pushing, folks. I want to see more price spread over this 1114. It's over it, but I want to see that baby up about 1119. Then that basically gets on another route, topside. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today.
EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 225, Nasdaq's up 19, S&Ps are up 18. And gold is going. This is going to be interesting watching this whole thing shake out. Let's go over there. So gold's up 1050 right now, 1115. And this baby has been building cause for quite some time to try to get into the swing. Now, the swing that we're talking about, okay, let's get it up there, GCG6. Okay, so we've done 114,000 contracts. 192,000 is the 193 is the level. That's going to do the contract volume, you know. So we'll see if it can hold the 113 price. So it has to hold 113.
That's the high.
That's the high of January 8th, and it's been building cause. You can see,
yep.
It's always intriguing.
It's $2 above it right now.
Yes,
so,
right. Yeah. No, which the further it gets away from it, the better off it is. And you can see when you push a swing point, you're pushing it with volume. It's the probability is always higher. It wants to go after it. So
and it's trading at its highest point since early November.
Yeah, right. No, and there's not because we came down so fast from 1192.
It can sneak up into
it can sneak up to 1145 pretty quickly. If we go over and we take a look at the Rand dollar in South Africa, Rand dollar is hanging in there at 16.38 Rand dollars to $1 US. And this is a sick one, folks, okay? Harmony, look at this thing. I mean, this is just like, it doesn't even,
It is, especially when today it's up so much. Now, gold's up so much, of course, but the Rand's actually down today.
It is.
So it looks like they just needed to hover where it's at right now. The Rand.
Oh, absolutely.
If gold, with gold where it's at and creeping up, and that's a...
Right. Harmony...
And who knows if it'll stay where it's at, because the Rand has gone so high.
No doubt. From this year, Harmony went from 92 cents to $1.95.
It's up 100%.
And 2 months, it went from 53 cents to $1.95. Yeah. So it's pretty amazing. And in that context, folks, I'm going to be doing a subscriber event, a Gold Report subscriber event. That's going to be February 2nd. And what it's going to be all about is currency rates, how currency rates impact gold companies, how it's impacting the bottom line. So if you are a subscriber, you'll be in the event. If you want to be a subscriber, you can test drive it 30 days, absolutely free. Come to the event. Under breaking news, I wrote up a white paper, and that paper itself shows quite a bit about the impacts.
It does.
Of
you did a great job, man. I was impressed with what you put together. I mean, it's clear, it's concise, and it kind of just goes over the examples and what you'll be talking about. And it's powerful, as we see with Harmony. It is powerful.
It's a mind blower, folks.
And a lot of people really don't know that element of things, or they're just not aware of it, or they're just
or it's that much money.
It's that dramatic.
Yeah, that's that dramatic. The currency move is so dramatic that it's just amazing. I mean, and it's amazing.
Harmony's quadrupled in price.
Right.
As gold's barely crept up.
Right.
Because of just.
And they paid off 27% of their debt.
Yeah. Right.
And that
contributes to the stock price quadrupling.
That's right. And that was 6 weeks ago.
Yeah. Right.
For the expansion that they probably already had.
No, I mean, some of those margins. You just do the examples. They're huge. That's what I mean. They're just And once you reach a point where you start every dollar's profit, then that shift just massive.
Massive, no doubt. So yesterday we weren't joking. I wasn't joking anyway about going to South Africa for a safari, and it has to do with whether you go for a safari or just go to Everbank and buy some
lock-in rand.
Lock-in rand. And if you go on a safari, great. Buy 10,000, you get 160,000, right?
Yep, that's 16 rand to the dollar. 16 so if you lock in 10,000 US dollars, you end up with 160,000 rand.
Right. And then if you don't go, guess what?
You're saying if the rand tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always just take your profits, close out that,
right,
and then
rand goes back to 10. You just made $6,000 bucks.
It's back to 10. That was my problem. Back to 10. The rand hasn't been at 10. The rand hasn't been back to 10 in a while. I mean, we can create.
No, I know.
There's
no doubt. There's no doubt, man. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay.
But you could. No, how do you do it? I mean, there's people, I'm sure they do that, where, if you have that massive shift, then guess what? You can just close that out and then replan a vacation in America or replan a vacation in the Bahamas.
Totally.
Okay, and that's so yeah.
The cool thing there is that if you were
which is an awesome point, for
going to go on a vacation, you decide you're winning both ways.
Right. I mean, even if you're talking about even if it goes from 16 to 13.
Yes.
Talking about 20% pullback. So that's a 20%, so maybe your 10 grand goes up to 12 grand.
Right.
Well, maybe you take your 2 grand profit and you just do a 4-day weekend in the Bahamas and you spend nothing instead.
Yeah, we'd go to the Caymans.
Exactly.
Hour and 20 minutes away from Tampa.
Yeah, right.
Not bad. So let's go. This is amazing. So if you're driving in your car, folks, okay, the screen, as Tommy said a little bit earlier, is all green, except Apple's still down 15 cents. The euro is down 8 ticks, and the dollar's down $1.56 ticks, and that's it. That's pretty crazy. Let's go see some of the higher volume stocks in this market. You got, let's see. So Bank of America is up 33. Netflix is down 287. Coach is up 276. What's happening? Let's see what's happening with Coach. Did they come out with numbers?
Oh, well, they did.
Okay, so
they came out before the bell, I think.
Did they? Okay.
I saw.
Coach beats by 1 penny, misses on revenue. But that's, for, look at that, man. That's still staying high. Now, that's saying quite a bit because with China getting killed, that's a huge China market.
Yeah.
And that's held up.
And retail is getting killed like Macy's, right? In the
mall. My God. Yeah. Seriously, man. That's, trying to figure out what's going to happen with these malls. I think there's a lot of money can be made if you can figure out.
And Apple's positive, but go ahead.
There it goes. There goes Apple. They're going to be buying Apple, man.
This market could go a lot higher real quick if Apple starts going positive.
Exactly.
And it's amazing that it was up 250 and Apple was negative ahead of earnings.
Right. And the way this is set up, it looks to me like Apple can bounce right there. So that's $105.81. So there's the $5 move. That's $6 from here. And what that is, folks, when we came down from 125, that's the last time with big volume on the way down. You went back up last couple of days, no juice. And that's only a 50% retracement of the move down.
Sure.
So,
yeah. It's moved a long way down. I mean, it has.
It has.
For a company that seems to be doing A-OK.
Right. No, totally. And that would be there's no doubt a large move. Yeah, it's a nice ABC up. It is. That's a small ABC up. That's what Apple looks like it's doing right now. Man,
I think they're supposed to make and I'm not sure of this, but I think the number was $76 billion for the quarter.
Oh my God!
Take in.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever they are, they're staggering.
Yeah.
I was reading something earlier, and it's just hard to wrap your brain around.
Yeah. So let's see. There it is.
There it is. Yeah. So, $76 billion.
Wow. 76.5 billion they're looking to take in, folks. That is intense.
Taking a
so this is their
$250 billion.
Yeah. So this is their largest quarter, which would make sense because that's when Christmas ends, the holiday season ends, right? Yeah. Yes. And that goes from their projection is 76 billion, then 55, 50, and 54. The iPhone's 25%. Oh, that's their growth. Yeah. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
The iPhone's like most of their revenue.
Huge.
Sure. Yeah.
Dow's up 243, Nasdaq's up 31, S&P's are up 22. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And it looks like, well, no, it is. The news coming across here, this tape. So Bridgewater, Dalio? Is that how it's pronounced?
Ray Dalio.
Ray Dalio. Bridgewater Associates overtook billionaire George Soros in 2015 as the man behind the hedge fund that has made the most amount of money for investors in the history of the industry. Dalio's Bridgewater Pure Alpha Fund, set up in 1975, has earned $45 billion in absolute terms through last year. $45 billion.
Yeah, so that's for the lifetime of the fund, how much you've made in absolute terms. And to go on, Soros started in '73, and he's at $42.8 billion.
And absolute terms would be, would they take the fees out of that? Would that mean the fees?
I don't know. That's a great idea. That's a great question.
I was just curious.
Yeah,
right,
no, that's a great question.
Pure Alpha and Quantum Endowment have $82 billion and $29 billion respectively in funds. So Pure Alpha has 82 right now, and
which is Dalio. Yeah. And Soros has 29, which is the quantum.
Now look at this next number. Read that next number. Look at this.
Yeah, this is what was staggering. The 20 most profitable hedge funds for investors earned $15 billion last year, while the rest of the industry collectively lost almost $100 billion.
That's intense.
So you should choose your hedge funds wisely.
Big time.
I'd say.
Those top managers have made 48% of the $835 billion in profits that hedge funds industry has generated since its inception.
Yeah.
Now look at this one too. Here, check this out, because this is pretty intense. I saw this morning too. So
that went on to say just that Ackman and Pershing Square had dropped off the top 20, and then just as interesting because he had a rough year, obviously.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So listen to this, folks. This is intense too. I saw this morning. John Paulson, who made his name by shorting the housing market.
Okay.
His funds have been having a tough time. Okay.
Yes.
So what he's done, he's pledged his personal investments in he's pledged his personal collateral in 4 of his 5 funds. That's pretty intense, man.
Yep.
Okay. So what happens as you push that down, you're going to see that I believe that the funds are down. The amount of money that he has is cut in half. I don't know if the funds have been down that dramatically, okay? The thing that's scary about that when I was reading it is that, what happens is that the collateral may be down in value since Paulson entered the agreement. The firm's assets under management, which generate fees, have fallen 50% to $18 billion. So the assets have fallen 50%, but that means people could take the money out too. Not that he's down that much. At the end of 20, you see that? At the end of 2014, 57% of the firm's capital belonged to Paulson and others who don't pay management and performance fees. So if that's the case, then that fund is not that big anymore.
And it's a majority of his anyway.
It's a majority of his.
Yeah.
Now that's really dangerous.
It's tough to know sometimes, right? In terms of really, you can have such sophisticated, complex financial vehicles that, in terms of just how much risk he has at play, like he could be risking a tremendous amount, putting his credit up, and then if it moves against him.
I'd say this is an HSBC. I would say that he is at risk. It doesn't, I don't know if he's at risk for.
I mean, the firm endured the second worst showing ever in 2014, including a 36% decline at one of their funds, Paulson's Advantage, a strategy tied to corporate events such as bankruptcies.
Right. So the real question is, how much did well, actually, we can look at the filing. Right, I won't do it right now, but there is a filing that it would say what the loan is and what the percentage.
Yeah, and it depends what he might be worth $10 billion. So
he is worth $10 billion. That's not $10 billion. Right. So he might be pledging $4 or $5 billion.
Yeah.
It's dangerous though. That's the bottom line.
Well, he said. I mean, one of his funds was down 36%.
Well, he doesn't want to get out of the position.
Right,
here,
right.
I'll show you. I'll show you one of the large positions, and this is what's going on here, folks. This is when he doesn't want to get out of the position.
Right.
And
you got to put up more money.
Well, here it is right here. GLD. He owns 9.2 million shares of the GLD. Now, he hasn't sold anything in years.
And that's as of September, 4 months ago.
Right.
Just to put it in, who knows what...
Right. And he bought this, a long time ago.
It's been a big time losing position, right?
A long time ago, yeah. So that, I mean, he's still bullish on gold, but he's taking some heat on that, so he better,
Hey,
anyway.
maybe, gold's at its highest level since early November, so maybe he pushed his credit, right? Maybe he ramped up his wages. I'm sure you think it's...
He has conviction behind the move. There's no doubt about it. He's not going to...
He might have the capital to withstand a far lower move, too. In terms of, like, when you're talking about $10 billion, I don't know what's in the fund. I mean, he could see that maybe he could even be okay to, like, I don't know, but you know what I mean? That he's willing to take a lot more heat.
You know what's so cool here? Watch this. We can pull up his portfolio. Well, watch this. This gets cool, folks. Okay, let's see. Portfolio, display, hold. I'll just pull up some of the. Yeah. Look at this, man. I mean, it's just. Now this one here, I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, this is the one that has the GLD in it. So he has allergen. He's got a lot of positions. Let me see if I look at and consumer. Okay, I can't. I can't do this quick enough for you, but you can. What I like doing is going through the portfolios, particularly of the people in the metals business. Okay, yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, where are you going? Are you buying? Are you selling? Yes. And what happens is that you always want to know what Fidelity's doing, folks. You just, you know, and it always lags, by the way. You know, you're talking a lag of 60 days, but because they're so big, if they're going in, that's great. If they're going out, it's like, oh no, they're just huge. They're monsters, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, they'll take months to get out of a position. Yeah. And that's it. You know, it's like it gets twisted. There's no doubt about it. It looks like we got oil catching a bid here, isn't it? It's a beautiful thing. Let's see. Put that. What do we got? A good old Nadex chart. Oh, look at it. We caught a bid and it's just pulled back. It's got a pretty good bid, though. Let me see. So if I put this on a 10-minute. And these, you know, these Nadex charts, folks, okay, you're not paying for the quotes, and they work great, man. I've been using them for the oil with the volume with it.
They do, especially for some of the commodities.
Yeah.
Especially with the news events, right? We need it to the second, yeah.
Look at that, baby, you know? And if we put the volume, let's see if technical. What you're going to see is that you took out that swing earlier this morning with volume, which was so cool. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
That is.
There? I know.
That is.
I was sitting at home when that was happening. And I was projecting that that's kind of, you know, what it looked like it wanted to do. And I was only getting that from the spike that happened at about, see that first spike?
Yes. Yep, I do.
That first spike there came in at 9 o'clock. Then you pull back with lighter volume. Come back up there again and took it out with volume. So you got a little tiny ABC structure on the way up. Pretty wild. Just wait a second and these markets will flip right around.
Yeah, I wonder, you know, we've been within what now, 30 or 40 points like the whole hour, right?
Yeah.
I think it's going to take Apple to do something during the day for the market to move.
I agree. No, you know, it's so wild is it? Remember yesterday we were talking about that it wasn't a volatile market. Then we get off and we're like, it tanked.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 238. Nasdaq's up 25. S&Ps are up 20. Gold's up 1070. Silver's up 18. We're going to be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And, folks, we'd really appreciate it if you like this network. Please tell 3 people. Have them tune in. It's TFNN.com. Just hit Tiger TV. We do appreciate all the help. We have some great programming. Nico starts us off today.
That's
7 o'clock.
Nico and Paige kicking it off.
Yeah. We go to 6 o'clock tonight. My man Basil Chapman's coming up next. And then, of course, Swim Lessons.
It's pretty good. 10 hours of live programming. Tuesdays
it's pretty
and
intense,
Thursdays.
man.
It is, totally. 8 till 6.
8 till 6. We want to thank our man Al and Steve and that production booth, no doubt.
Totally.
You know, that's a huge amount of work. Thank you.
Thank you,
for
man.
all the work you do.
Getting it done.
And all the hosts out here. And, of course, we want to thank all the customers, because without the customers, without you listening, we would not be here.
And we got our Tigers Den rocking.
Yeah. Like good old John Logan. Logan's going back to Asia. I heard him this morning, February something.
He's a traveling man.
Yeah. Don't go into any of those hospitals again, John.
No. No.
So, you know, I know all the tigers in the den are getting frisky out here. They're getting their bear claws on.
You're gonna have to wait for some action this afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. No, and so I can
see things getting.
I can understand why. I can't wait to get off right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because what's happening, folks, is that we're coming right up to where the resistance was yesterday. You know, and
it's quite a move.
It's like, okay, this has been easy enough. This pop right here, it's like, okay. And what's so cool, folks, is that when you do trade both sides of the market, it's like, hey, okay, so the S&P's got to 1894. Oh, you could basically say, okay, I could do a shot down to 1875, put the stop on the other side of 94, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's right at that level right now.
I agree.
It's like, okay.
I like trading those channels like that.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because they're. You think you have some clarity anyway. You know, you feel like
you do have clarity in your plan. You don't know if you're you're not clear on whether it's going to work.
Right.
You know, but you have a clear plan of like, this is where I think that there can be support resistance above me, so I'm going to short it. I'm going to set it there. If I'm wrong, I'm out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's clarity.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
For sure.
And the gold's going, man. So bottom line, folks, is that this is going to be wild, because this is going to flip some people out, because there's still a lot of short positions inside the gold market, and it won't take much to really get some juice going. It has the volume, has the price spread right now. You're at 11.18, and let me see if we got a small ABC intraday. Yeah, you do.
We'll see what happens with the Fed tomorrow with gold too.
Yeah, right. The good old Fed. The Fed must be freaked out that the markets tanked as much as they did. The Fed was probably in there buying all last night.
Oh,
exactly. Yeah.
I think they've been in buying at plenty of different areas.
Yeah. No, that would make sense.
There were just some really big days when we were reaching some of those limits. There could have been some support there.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's huge. And thank God. That's the other side of it.
Right.
You know, we don't want nasty things to happen. Yeah. It has to be, it's like the frog in the water. It has to be slow so people don't realize they got boiled. No, it's wicked. I know. Hey, what can you do, man? Hey, we'll see where it goes. But thus far, we'll get some action. And silver, let's see, silver, where are we? We're 20 cents. So silver's going after it, too. Let's see if silver, it'd be interesting if silver can catch the bid. It's catching it. Okay, 32,000 contracts. So we're at 1446. I don't want to see it take out 1460 today. Because I don't think we'll have enough juice to do it. It could lay right underneath it until tomorrow. Because that level there, well, I get 41,000 there, but the day before it is 51. We're at 68. We'll do about 45, 46. You stay right there, folks. Man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. And, of course, then swim lessons, Steve, Dave, myself, and good old Andy. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.